In this video, let's look at another higher order thinking problem based on the concept of inverse trigonometric functions. The questions that we have already taken are based on the formulas or the concepts, and let's see what this question has to say, because it is a hybrid question which will involve many concepts altogether. Let's get started with the question. The greatest and the least values of sine inverse x whole square plus cos inverse x whole square are respectively what? That means I have been given 4 options, and in all the options I find the word and. So that means what? That means the first value and the second value both are my answers, and I have to choose which one of these options is correct, right? Now, I have first function as sine inverse x whole square, second as cos inverse x whole square, and they are basically added up. When they are added, I can use a formula, and that formula will help me in understanding whether I need to find out the greatest and the least and how. So let's write the heading as solution. I know one thing, that a plus b whole square is basically a square plus b square plus 2ab, and also one more formula that I know, a minus b whole square is basically a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now in both these formulas I have a common term, and what is that common term? It is what? It is a square plus b square. And since a square plus b square is involved in both, which means I can use these formulas or one of this formula to obtain sine inverse x whole square plus cos inverse x whole square, right? So let me choose one of the formulas. Any one can be chosen. Suppose I am choosing the formula for a minus b whole square. So that is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Or you can also choose the formula for a plus b whole square, wherein it would be a square plus b square plus 2ab. Choosing the first formula, I have what? Let's write it down. If it is sine inverse x whole square plus cos inverse x whole square, on one side if I keep it, on the other side what will happen is we will have a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So that is what is needed. So it is a plus b whole square, that means sine inverse x plus cos inverse x whole square minus 2ab, that means minus 2 sine inverse x and cos inverse x. Let's create some space so as to fit in things properly. So it is 2 sine inverse x and cos inverse x on one side is equal to a square plus b square on the other side. Right? Now, do we have a knowledge about these factors? Yes, we do have. I mean, sine inverse theta plus cos inverse theta is pi by 2. We already know the formula. So from that formula, I put the value pi by 2 and doing the whole square. And here it is minus 2 sine inverse x cos inverse x. Had it been 2 sine theta cos theta, I would definitely write it down as sine 2 theta. But here it is 2 sine inverse x and cos inverse x. Can we manipulate cos inverse in the form of sine inverse? Yes, we can. So let's write it down. Minus 2 sine inverse remains as it is. X remains as it is. Cos inverse x is what? Pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. How do we know that? We know sine inverse theta plus cos inverse theta is equal to pi by 2. So it is pi by 2 minus sine inverse x, and rest things carry on as it is. So I just write equal to here. Now 2 multiplied by pi by 2 will make me cancel 2 and 2, and it becomes only pi, wherein 2 sine inverse x multiplied by sine inverse x will be basically the squaring and whole square of sine inverse x. So it's completely fine. We just substitute the values and then we move forward to the other steps. Let's calculate it. It is pi square by 4. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. It is minus pi sine inverse x. Minus and minus becomes plus. It is 2 sine inverse x whole square. Till here we've done. Now, pi square by 4 is fine. Minus pi sine inverse x is okay. 2 sine inverse x whole square is given. Can we take out something common? Yes, we can take out 2 common. So, taking out 2 common, I will have pi square by 8. And what else would I have? Pi by 2 sine inverse x minus में. And here it would be only sine inverse x whole square. Why are we manipulating the question? We are manipulating the question again and again so as to obtain whole square. Whole square why? Because we finally want what? We finally want greatest values and the least values. Right. Again, we don't have the whole square till now, but yes, I know a formula. If sine inverse x is one term, say a, pi square by 8 is another term, which is b square, I have the formula a square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2ab, as we already saw, is what? It is a minus b whole square. So, let me use this formula. I manipulate the question again. 2 comes outside. It is sine inverse x minus pi by 4 whole square. Why? Because it is sine inverse x whole square? Yes. B square is pi square by 16. Okay, I'll change it a bit. Minus 2 into a into b gives me pi by 2 sine inverse x. What else needs to be added up or subtracted at pi square by 16? Now I have both these things as interconvertible and changeable. Finally, I have obtained a pi square or whole square term. My task is what? To obtain the least values and the greatest values. What would be the least value in the whole square? I know that whole square is always a positive quantity. Now, if the whole factor here becomes 0, then my only term in consideration is what? 2 into pi square by 16. That is pi square by 8. So, yes, that would be the least term. Least for addition of two quantities is possible, either both the quantities are 0 or at least one quantity is 0. I cannot make pi square by 16 0, it is a constant quantity, but yes, I can make the other factor as 0. So, the least value is what? Least is 2 into pi square by 16, that is pi square by 8. So, first check the options where you get pi square by 8. Pi square by 8 is in option number A only, so my answer is option number A. Otherwise also, if you do not have the options and you need to solve this to obtain the answer, least is pi square by 8. What about the greatest? The greatest term is obtained when I have everything as maximum. That means sine inverse x, if it becomes pi by 2 or minus pi by 2, that is the only range. If it becomes pi by 2, so pi by 2 minus pi by 4, okay, and if it becomes minus pi by 2 and then square that, it becomes a very big quantity. So, yes, when sine inverse x here is minus pi by 2, I can get the greatest value. Put the values, it is 2 into minus pi by 2 minus pi by 4 whole square plus pi square by 16. I leave the solving part for you people. It is simple mathematics, opening the whole square. The answer for the greatest would be 5 pi square by 8. So, in this video, we basically saw a higher order thinking problem based on inverse trigonometric functions, squares and the formulas and the algebraic identities we have studied in our junior classes.